What's up, A to Z Sports Titan Game Day Live, the halftime show. Titans do have a lead, 10-7, with a late kick by Nick Folk there as the first half expires. But my goodness, do we have deja vu in Nashville as Will Levis with two first half turnovers, one of them eerily similar to the one that lost the game against the Bears just 1 week ago. Easton Freeze, I'm Austin Stanley. We're here for this very, very quick halftime show as the Titans are up 10-7 in Nissan Stadium against the New York Jets, as Aaron Rodgers and the Jets able to get a touchdown on the board after an interception by Will Levis. But Easton, before we officially get going here, tell the people what they got to do here on our Titan Game Day Live halftime show.
Guys, all you got to do is like the show. Hit like, hit retweet if you're on Twitter. If you're watching with us on YouTube or Facebook, hit that like button. Very easy. It helps us a lot. Make sure you're subscribed. We want to get as many live eyeballs on today's show as possible.
Absolutely. All right, so let's dive into it officially. Welcoming the A to Z Sports Titan Game Day Live, the halftime show presented by BetMGM. We'll talk about our bets maybe in a second because we're getting close to hitting on a couple. But our partners this season, X Golf Nashville and in Murfreesboro, the home of indoor golf in Middle Tennessee. X Golf, play, train, entertain, play, xgolf.com. BetMGM, log in today to get your Pro Football Boost Pack to acquire tokens for more winnings. BetMGM, an official partner of the Tennessee Titans, and T-Dot, be part of the solution to end littering and make sure nobody trashes Tennessee, especially on game day. Visit nobodytrashestennessee.com. So Easton, here we are again. It's the same thing, except it was in the first half. In the second quarter, Will Levis and the Tennessee Titans had basically everything going right for them, and Will Levis decides to make a bonehead play on third down and tries to lateral the ball to Tajay Spears while trying to avoid a sack. It hits the turf. It's a fumble. The Jets jump on it. It takes away a gimme field goal for the Titans to go up 10-0 on the Jets. Then the Titans defense gets a stop like they've been doing. The first play, Brian Callahan calls a shot play to Treylon Burks. Will Levis throws the ball 50 yards down the field, picked off by the backup cornerback by the Jets. And it's 2 plays, 2 turnovers by Will Levis. Easton, your initial thoughts here on the first half.
Clearly, he's due for 1 strip sack, fumble, and 1 interception a game. Smart of him to get them both out of the way in the first half so the Titans can go win this game now. No, listen, he listened to the voices again. He can't stop listening to the voices. He needs to stop doing that. It's simply trying to do too much, right? It's really not hard to diagnose what's going on here. Is he's trying to do the most on every play. And at a base level, that's admirable, a player giving their all. But you have to know, like we talked about last week, when you have to let something die. Know that, hey, we're in easy field goal range here. We need points. Let's not throw the ball backwards at all. Let's not try to throw the ball while we're falling down. Let's not try to just live to fight another day. And Brian Callahan, they cut to him on the broadcast walking from the sideline saying things that we can't say here on the show. But anybody that saw that does not have to be a professional lip reader to see what was going on there. He was, like you tweeted, all of us watching Will Levis make another very, very stupid play. It's another situation where if you take out that one play from this half, I think we'd be talking at halftime about how pretty strong start for Will Levis statistically and the eye test. We'll talk more about, I guess, that the following interception. Yeah, that's the kind of turnover personally I have no problem with. That's the kind of turnover you want Will Levis to be making. On paper, that's a fine play. It's an arm punt. But we can break it down.
But it was on first down, right? Like, and so here's the problem: is because they compounded on each other, right? Because if he doesn't make the stupid play to lateral to the fumble, the Titans kick a field goal, short field goal, they're up 10-0. Then there's no need for the next offensive snap for Brian Callahan to say, "I have confidence in you, Will, my man. Let's take a deep shot to Treylon Burks." So I don't think that.
I don't mind it either way, man.
We're
do. Taking a shot on first down to the first of a drive, that's classic gamesmanship. You try to catch them off guard.
Right? I don't think the up 10-0, I don't think the Titans do that. Like if they're up 10-0, if they're up 10-0 and get a stop, I don't know if they do that shot play right there. I think it was more of because let's just say
what you're saying, that it's an intentional trying to give the guy confidence. Fair,
yes,
fine.
It's your intentional. I believe in you because let's look at it. Because he was 8 of 9 passing before the fumble.
Right.
If he takes the sack, it's 10-0 and you're 8 of 9 passing and you get the ball back after a hypothetical defensive stop and you're just running your offense.
Right.
And that shot play, I don't think is 1st and 10, first play of the drive after receiving a punt type of play without the turnover. So I think the interception of how it happened, one, Treylon Burks has to fight harder for the football.
It's
2,
in his chest, in his arms. Like,
don't take shot plays at Treylon Burks. They don't work unless you're playing the Chargers. 3, that's interception is as much on Brian Callahan and Treylon Burks as it is on Will Levis. But it's the situation of what they were in that had them feeling the need to take a shot play. And Will Levis just can't get out of his own way. I mean, I don't understand how this is the situation that we're sitting in. I said right before we went live, I can't believe he did it again. And then you laughed, and I said, well, I guess I can believe it.
I was about to say, you definitely can believe. Yeah.
So
Again, we would not be sitting here panning that interception if he hadn't made the boneheaded play. Like if they had kicked the field goal, gone up 10-0, they had called that on first down. We'd been saying, hey, you know what? Trying to keep the foot on the gas. I get it. You take a shot play, not a big deal. That if you're going to turn the ball over, make it an arm punt. That they threw it way down there. Fine. Again, to Levis's credit on that play, hit Treylon Burks in the chest. There's the still shot of Burks with both of his arms around the football. He's a big and strong boy. He has to wrestle to come down with that ball. Yeah. He certainly has to keep the other player from coming down with the ball. So I assign just as much, if not more, blame to Burks there.
All right, yeah, so Noah has a super chat. We'll go ahead and do this now here watching. Make sure you hit that like button here live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Hit that like button too. Noah says, just to get ahead of this, Burks plays 33% Burks, 67% Will. It would be a tough catch considering the leverage of the safety hitting Burks as well. Will underthrew it into double coverage. It was slightly underthrown.
Yep.
Some more super chats here because we've got them. Like I said last week, Easton from TLG, Levis crumbles when the stakes are high. Levis plays like a roided out meathead. And look, those are colorful words there, but I mean, this is a classic Will Levis Kentucky play like we saw last week against Chicago. Major keys. Austin, you were right. Easton, you were wrong. Levis did it again. I don't know what you're wrong about. I was just reading the chat.
Did I say Levis is going to be perfect this week? Don't worry, because I'd be wrong if I said that, but I don't think I did.
It's, and I don't want to get into this because we have a lot of hypothetical things that we'll have in the post-game show depending on how this second half goes. TLG comes back, Cincinnati playoff loss, PTSD triggered, same crap, different toilet with the quarterback situation. And then Kick It to the King says, Tannehill, Mariota, Locker, VY would never make those Levis bonehead turnovers. No more plays for Burks. Nothing works for him. Long season ahead.
Did we watch VY and Locker?
Jake Locker absolutely would make plays.
I was about to say.
Marcus Mariota would not because it seemed like he was afraid.
He'd be too scared to make them. Right.
Yes.
And Tannehill literally did make them in some key games. So I don't
literally the super chat I read before, the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, I guess it's the
boneheaded nature of them.
It's the falling down, throw it to somewhere else that shouldn't be thrown.
Fine.
Like that, I guess Ryan Tannehill would not do that. All right, Easton, there's a second half to talk about, and we want to get your opinion on this and everybody's opinion on this. So I'm going to put this in the chat, and we want everybody to answer. What is your confidence level in the Titans to win this game against the Jets? It gives us an opportunity to talk about what Aaron Rodgers and the Jets have done. But Titans are up 10-7. So they did get that field goal right before. So make sure you hit that like button, hit the like button on Facebook, on YouTube. Make sure you share it. And Easton, if you want to find some of the chat, some 1 to 10 confidence level on the Titans winning this game. They're up by 3. The Jets do get the ball to start the second half. What's the chat saying here, Easton?
Yeah, a lot of pessimism in the chat. Seeing a lot of 4s, 5s, 3s, and 2s. Eric with a 5. Kendrick says 3. Jonathan says 2. Jake says 0 with a strong word in there. A -1 from Guy. A 10 from Joe. Joe's no faltering in his optimism whatsoever. A 3 from David. A 3 from Chris. 5 from God's Child. If 0 for me, if 0 is they're definitely going to lose and 10 is they're definitely going to win, it's a 5, right? I think objectively speaking, this is a 50-50 game. Titans are up 3. Jets are about to get the ball to start the half. Taking a peek at the next gen stats win percentage. Statistically, it is a exactly 50-50 shot who wins this game. I think it's anybody's game. And here's your answer. Boring, but true. Whichever team turns the ball over more in the second half is the team that's going to lose. You can take that to the bank.
All right. So what is your number, Easton?
5. My number's 5.
No,
pure 50-50.
This is your second week on the job here at A to Z Sports. I did not tell you this, so it's no fault of your own.
Okay.
You're not allowed to answer 5. You cannot get off.
I have to pick slightly better or slightly worse.
Get off the fence. Yes, you can go decimals here. And so Easton says, "Damn it, Easton, you don't know the fence." Yeah, you can. You can do decimals, but you just cannot answer 5. So that's not Easton's fault. That's just
Didn't
me.
know. Fair enough.
We're learning on the fly here. So, and Bork's throwing tomatoes at you. So what is your new confidence level?
My confidence level is 5.1 because because I think the only reason I give the Titans the very minuscule edge is because their defense has been very good so far. The Jets get the ball first, and if they can keep the Jets from scoring on this first drive back, they'll still be leading the game.
All right, so I am actually going to go the other way around. I'm going to say 4.5 because I think the Jets have adjusted on offense. They are throwing those quick passes underneath. As you saw the touchdown drive, able to get opportunities for Aaron Rodgers to get the ball out of his hands because my gosh, on that Harold Landry sack, how old did Aaron Rodgers look? Because it's not.
He held the ball for 7 seconds first.
And he got freaked out by Kenneth Murray jumping, and he looks so old.
Yeah, he did.
I think the Titans lose this game because I also don't trust Will Levis to do this again. Because here, let's be honest too.
Right.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
The Titans got a lot of extra yards and opportunity because the Jets defense with penalties, right? A horse collar on Tony Pollard, and then the late hit or the defenseless receiver 15 yards right there on the field goal on Tony Pollard. I do not trust Will Levis to win this game at all. I trust Aaron Rodgers and the Jets more to figure it out. It's not going to be by much, and I don't think there's a lot of points coming to this. I said 20-17 was my final score. Somebody asked, Zach Garinger asked, is Roger McCreary coming back? I believe he is, but that is my prediction. I'm sticking with it. I think 20-17 is the perfect final score for this game. That might be too high.
Yeah, Jets 6 for 65 on penalties, so they certainly are hurting themselves. The Titans are capitalizing, to be fair, but you'd imagine less free yards to the Titans in the second half, so that's fair.
All right, that is it for us on this halftime show. Make sure
so much more to say. Come back. So much more
because we have a lot to watch. Make sure you hit that like button and shout out to our sponsors on the way out for the second half. XGolf Nashville and Murfreesboro. PlayXGolf.com. BetMGM. Open that app today and see what tokens you have for surprise on Pro Football Token Boost Day. And T-Dot. Nobody trashes Tennessee, especially on game days. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com. We'll see you guys right here for the post-game show. I don't know how it's going to happen. Here's a super chat on the way out the door because Eric just dropped it. Yep, quoting Brian Callahan. That is it. We'll see you guys for the post-game show. Enjoy the second half, or at least try to.